Hey. Okay, so welcome. Right now I'm gonna be working on a commission for a friend of mine. And basically the concept is we have this character over here who is artsy and very like withering away kind of physique. And they want me to draw him as a Hades character, because apparently in the game he's described as having this kind of like ozone smell and like otherworldly aura to him. And so we're kind of base him off of like Zeus and some of the other gods. And yeah, so hopefully this should be pretty fun. Yeah, let's get to work sketching. Okay. First, you gotta start out with come on. Just gonna start out with let's start with a sketch of this character, because I wanna, so it's only a half body commission, but I wanna do like at least one drawing that is just a doodle of the design, so we can just kind of get a grasp of what we're trying to go for. Okay, one second, let me just actually post this in. Okay, so doodles. Okay, so this guy, you know what's funny? I don't even know his name. I'm just kind of calling him this guy, but okay. So let's pull out. Okay. So he's got like obvious like kind of like this kind of coiffed hairstyle, which is so funny to me because it's just like he seems like he doesn't take very good care of himself, and that's kind of part of this story. But his hair is so like fluffy and voluptuous. It just kind of contrasts with that, I think. Okay, so we've got. Here's a little face. Okay, so he's got some pretty killer cheekbones and jawlines. Make sure to get that in. And then got really very kind of droopy, sunken eyes. The design kind of reminds me of Hubert from Fire Emblem Three Houses. Just a little bit. Okay, so when I was talking to my friend, they mentioned that he has a lot of these kind of like leaning in the doorway kind of style poses. Like he doesn't really like keep himself. He's not very healthy, so he has to like lean on things all the time. So I'm debating whether or not I want to give him a cane or not. Or maybe like sit him up, like lean him up against a chair or something. I don't know, because on one hand, he doesn't really, I don't know how to incorporate a prop that would actually make sense with him. So I don't know that much about this character. But on the other hand, I don't know how else to pose him. Okay, let's see. Because that's like, let's see, I want to give him kind of like, make him punch over a little bit. Bigger eraser. Even bigger. Okay, that's right. Yeah, because if we hunch him over a little bit, we can get a better silhouette. Or more interestingly reading silhouette. Okay, so he also paints. So I don't know if I want to do like something like this or something like yeah, let's see. Reduce, reuse, recycle. I want to see about drawing him like propped up against like that shape. Yeah, because I want to see about maybe like if he puts his hands up here to like prop up on an easel. Yes. Okay. So, gonna have him. So it's kind of funny, completely random, but thinking about my music choice, I know it's really generic. It's just no copyright sounds. But like, I know what else to play. Because everything else gets copyright stricken. And then I don't get to stream anymore. So, instead I just play no copyright sounds. But it's just kind of like, it doesn't really match me and my art style very much. Not to say like, oh, I'm not generic, but it's just not the kind of vibe I want to go with. So if you have any music options or music recommendations, let me know. Because I would love to play other music. Also, completely random, but in case y'all are interested, I do have commissions open specifically for live 2D models, and like rigging and stuff, which is very exciting and scary because I haven't really done that before. I mean, I've done obviously live 2D models before, like this model was one of my models, and my rigging and that kind of stuff. But I haven't done like commissions for it before. You know? See, we like that. Yeah, we like this one better. Rid of that. go away. Okay, and then we're going to rearrange this so it's just like it's a little bit more vertical. Ooh. Okay. Okay, so we've got this little like painting and what is going to be a spot for an easel. And then let's rotate this a little bit so it's a little more in. Yep, easel is going to be at an angle, and then he looks a little more like he's leaning on it now. Okay. Okay, so you've got this kind of rough pose sketched out. Okay, so which direction does his hair go? Yeah, it changes. Okay, so yeah, I have two references of it going one way, and I have two references of it going another way. So, guess we'll stick with it this way.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities.
Okay.
I see
Let's save this.
Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything.
I'm working on some charms for VTuber stuff, so that's me for Anime Expo. I'm very excited about those. Okay, Clip Studio commissions. Let's just name it Chef's Boy. V1. Okay. So, let's look up some references.
Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming.
Okay, there's a whole bunch of different ways to draw easels. I'm gonna go with something like maybe this, maybe this. See what'll let me save it. Nope. Okay, can't save that. Okay, we have an easel to draw from. So let's kind of sketch this on a separate layer so that it will can just lower the opacity on this and not have to worry about overlapping and... Okay, so... Yeah, like that. We're just gonna wrap around it. Okay, and then... something like that. Something there, something... something like that. Oof. Okay. So that's... I'm gonna put this on. Change this to be... blue. Now we can start sketching some clothes on him or something, I guess. Let's look at all our... oh goodness. Okay, so there's a vast variety of like different costumes that these people wear. So I want to keep it in a similar silhouette to his original costume, because his original costume is pretty basic. It's just like a sweater. What if I... ooh, that'd be fun. If I made it to where it was more like over the shoulder. Extra wide. Something like that. And then... so I want to kind of look at like Orpheus too. I think Orpheus is like nice and fun and gothic. Very, not physagothic, but you know, gothic. Anyway, see how I think about this. And then... what is that noise in the background? Something's making some clacking noises out there. Huh. Okay. So we've got... something like that. Okay, and so Steph requested in particular that he have like, not exactly midriff showing, but like, there's a part, yeah, midriff, I guess. There's a part in his outfit that just shows his little tummy and like his side belly and that kind of stuff, like in pretty much every shot. He does, his shirt just isn't quite long enough for his ding dang torso. So it would be fun to kind of have it like a tunic that splits down the sides and just kind of like drapes down the middle. And give him like a low cut skirt or something. Because pretty much everybody's wearing skirts. Well, besides Aphrodite. She's not wearing nothing. I don't think anybody really wears pants. I think Zag's the only one who has pants on. Everybody else is wearing skirts. Neato. Oh wait, no, okay. Dad's wearing pants. And I want to say, oh yeah, the Fury sisters all wear pants. Anyway, there are some people in this game who in fact wear pants. Okay, so, but for this guy, we're just not going to. We're going to... Here, let's see, what can we do? Maybe give him like chaps kind of thing. That would be fun. That's too sexy. I can't tell. I don't know if that's too sexy or not. Maybe that's too sexy. Okay. Well, there's one round of clothing. Because I want to see about doing, like, I can emphasize the painting aspect of him. I don't know. Maybe I'll give him, like, a palette. A long feather quill. No, they don't really. Okay, so I don't know that much about Greek and Roman history. So, but I don't think they particularly used a lot of canvases. I know for a fact they did like pottery and like mural work, but I don't know about... That ding dang now playing thing still doesn't work. It plays like one song every 3 songs and then it'll stop showing up what it's actually playing. This is fine. This is fine. Anyway, okay. Eventually I'll get a new one for that, but... Okay, so I can't make him, so my friend who commissioned me for this told me that showing him shirtless would be spoilers. Like, major spoilers. So I'm debating on how much to actually show of his chest. But do you think, like, shoulders is fine? This outfit kind of destroys the silhouette. I don't like it very much. This one I've drawn. Because I've got this really kind of strong silhouette reading going. Okay. What's one like this? Let's bring out... Feed the neck thing that a lot of them have. Make him chthonic. Yeah, let's make him chthonic. So he's chthonic, then it also matches the hottest girl in the morgue post that they showed me. Okay, so if I give him that chthonic neck thing that they all have. Okay, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with y'all. Here's the truth. I'm not that much of a designer. I really like to go with, like, when I have a lot of influence to pull from. But I'm just not that strong of a designer. That's not what I'm made for. Why is my screen breaking? There it goes. Okay. I'm just not really made for designing characters and stuff like that. But I'm gonna dang well try. Okay, so they mentioned Zeus. So what if I do... Then they said ozone, so... Something like that? Something like clouds? Yeah, cloud sound looks fun. And then let's get rid of this. I don't like this very much either. Yeah, okay, so I like some of this. I like this drapey over the shoulder thing. Don't you think we could be different if we could just take it slow, let it go? Okay. Okay, my chat is super bad right now. Not you guys. The pop-out menu. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Emiko. Yeah, here, let me move myself out of the way a little more so I can actually read my messages. Okay. But thank you. Yeah, so I am... What can I do with this? I wanna give him a palette. I know that much. Okay, let me look up. Art palette. Okay, got this one. Why are you grabbing this one? Because this one has somebody using it. So, come back. Okay, Okay, so, because like part of me wants to do it to where it's like somebody, like where you would actually hold it. And then part of me wants to do it to where it looks like it's a shield. Because I just think that's fun. But here, let me draw the shield version. Yeah. Okay. I think I have to remind myself that it needs to be finished, not perfect, is always my kind of motto. Because, like, there's so many ways for you to just psych yourself out on things, and you'll never get things done if you're always just like, oh, but it could be better. Oh, but it could be better, you know? So, okay, what we want to do is have reoccurring shape themes. So when you're designing something, you don't want to just be like, oh, I'm going to put this thing here, and I'm going to put this thing here, and I'm going to put this thing here because I think they look cool. Which you can do things because they look cool if you want. Yeah, like a palette shield thing. Here, let's see. Seeing if there's any influence for people. Oh, that's cute. I like that. Wait, no. Okay. But yeah, no, what you want to do is try and have reoccurring images throughout your design, because if you just do like individual things that are like, oh, I like doing this, like I just have this cloud and I have this palette and this is really kind of like lumpy and this is really smooth, and then these are really long and thin right now. What we really want to do is trying to get more of these shapes going throughout the rest of it. So I'm probably going to add more circles here because I want that to reflect this. And so because of that, I'm gonna have his, and this is a way that like Greek fashion would do it, where they'd have like this really kind of like bunchy, and that also kind of gets the fluffy cloud silhouette in there too. And I also want to try and make it to where it's like, because he's got these kind of puffy, loose, baggy sleeves. I'm glad. Thank you. I'm glad you were able to get something out of this. Anyway, and so we're going to do that. And then we're also going to make this a little bit baggier, I think, too. So that it looks like it's actually motivated by this belt. And then that. And then we'll just make that a little bit shallower so it's not quite going down his thigh. Okay. Something like that. That's kind of cute. Okay. And then we'll do... I'll get rid of this one. So there's 3 of them. So we want 3s. That's another thing. Greeks and a lot of other cultures, I think, too, really liked the number 3. So 3 is a good number. Okay. Okay. Get rid of that sketch layer. I want to do something with his, like, back. Like, because it's really, he's very front heavy right now. Or this side heavy. Okay, so I want to do something back here. Some little butterfly wings. That'd be cute. No. Hi, how's it going? Okay, so we got maybe this is fine. Maybe this is just fine. I still don't like this part either. Maybe that actually just makes it better not having that. And then, okay. 25. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, so it's funny. I'm assuming you're talking about my like VTuber avatar. I originally had her as just she's an elephant. She's a circus elephant. That's why she's got the big old bow ears, and she's got the like the trunk, which is her braid, and let me see. I'll zoom out and I can show you the rest of her real fast. Ooh, goodbye. This is her. She's got her pen moves, but I've been using it on my tablet, so it doesn't really move a ton because I have to use my tablet on my screen. Thank you. Yeah, so originally she was just a regular plain old elephant, and then I was like, you know what? I want to make her more themed. I want to make her more interesting. And then, so I was like, but the only ways to make her more interesting, in my opinion, are to like base her off of different things. And so when it comes to like elephants, a lot of people think of like Swana, so Southwest Asia, North Africa regions, and South Asia, and that kind of area. And I'm like, I am a white person, and I would rather not base off of all of that kind of stuff because that's really cool and really interesting, but not something I can claim. And then I was like, the only other thing I could think of was like circus elephants. And I was like, you know, but I don't really want to do a circus elephant. And then I was like, you know what? Fine, I'll do a circus elephant. And then I did it, and then I made my entire branding it, and I fell neck deep into it. And so now here I am. Anyway, long story short, I like circus elephants. I think they're cute. I think the whole premise of circus animals is fraught and disastrous, but I think there's a lot of cute aesthetics. So anyway, that's a lot to say. Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna start lining this guy, maybe. No. Well, I can start making a refined sketch or something. Thank you. Hilary? I don't know how to pronounce your name, but that's fantastic. I like your name. It's very pretty. Okay, so let's convert this to a lines vector layer. So I don't know if you guys do a lot of drawing in general, or if you guys like. Thank you. Yeah, no. I love drawing with really kind of thick lines. I typically, yeah, you don't see a lot of that in the VTuber community. I think I'm a little bit more unconventional in that sense. But it's just my style. It's just how I draw. I also, if you poke around on my channel, you'll see I have a few other designs and characters that I've posted videos of, and they all kind of have a similar like thick lines, cartoony. Yeah, so I don't know how much you guys know about Clip Studio, but they have different types of layers, and one of them is a vector layer style, which is really nice because you can do what's called a vector eraser. And thank you. Okay, so there's a thing called vector eraser. So basically, if you draw with vector lines, you can erase up until the intersection. So say you want to draw a brick pattern. Right now I've drawn this little grid line. I switch over to what is the vector eraser, and you just erase, boop, 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 boop. And then you get some bricks. It makes it super easy to do that kind of stuff. Right? It's so useful. I had a project that I worked on, and like I was drawing backgrounds for this guy, and he had so many like cheats on how to use Clip Studio and how to use other programs in your favor, and it made me drawing so much like lazier, but also it's so much easier to do things now. So I'm not complaining. But yeah, no, so if like say like if I have like, oh no, this overlaps and I didn't want it to overlap, bam. I don't have to actually like zoom in and like figure out stuff. And then, but if you want to do like just a certain point, you can also just erase those. You don't have to use the vector eraser. It's just a really cool tool. Okay, let's look at Hades proportions, because I am also trying to emulate the style. Honestly, I feel that. Yeah, like the amount of art hacks that I've just been like taught over the years is just like, thank you, you've saved my life. So I'm just trying to spread some of them around to everybody else. Here, let's... Okay, choo-choo. Okay. And then this is a really complicated looking ear. So whenever I draw ears... Oh, that's a really low ear too. Oof. Here, let me just... Oh, that's the other thing I love about vector lines. So vector lines... Yeah. Yeah, you should use Clip Studio. It's fantastic. One of the things I love about vector lines is that you can scale things. And like, if you notice, this line art isn't changing size because I have changed vector width unchecked. If you turn it on, it will change the width, so you can make it like, oh, I want to make the same width, but I want to make this thing much bigger. You can just scale it up and down, and you can just turn on and off vector width, depending on what you want the final look to look like. So for this one, I don't actually need to scale it, so I'm just going to leave it. I just need to move it. But the other thing is, too, you can rotate, and it won't get any more pixely. My lines are kind of pixely because that's the brush I'm using. But it won't, like, if you scale it up and scale it down, see, like, okay, if I scaled it down real small, change vector width, and then I scaled it up real big again, it doesn't get any more pixely because it's using math. And I'm like, thank you. I love when things use math for me because I cannot use math. I gave up math when I decided to do art. The only math I do now is with vectors. Okay. What's that? Okay. I love the Hades style so much because it's one of those styles that I'm like, my coloring style isn't, yeah. There's a little bit of blush on my avatar. There's a little bit of, like I don't color like Hades, but like, I already kind of line similarly to it. So it's nice because it's like, I'm so used to different like series where their lines are so thin and delicate, and I'm like, I draw like I am pushing with all my effort. I do not do thin lines very well. So it's nice to see a series for once that really like leans into the kind of comic-y, really thick and varied line weights and that kind of thing. Yeah, okay. Something like that. Okay, let's look at this guy again. Make sure I'm drawing him correctly. He really didn't have much in the way of lips, actually. So let me just... There. Give him the... I mentioned earlier, but I don't think either of y'all were here yet, but I love his design, because this is a character from Scarlet Hollow. I don't know if either of y'all played that. I haven't, but my friend who loves this game, apparently, really loves this. And I really like how... What was I gonna say? Now I'm all distracted. Oh man. Yeah, you're right though. I need to watch more speed painters. Shigenori Sojima? Yeah, that sounds familiar, but I need to look them up. Yeah, Arcane too. Oh my god, no, I've drawn so much Arcane stuff. Here, let me show you guys some things. So I've drawn a lot of... So one of my favorite things that I've drawn is, now where is he? Is he in Charms? Hades. Oh no, I drew some Hades puppy zag, but no, aha. So I made this like Ferris wheel. I think this is just the sketch of it, but basically the idea was that I have this like Ferris wheel style acrylic stand that spins behind a standee, and it's just like it was so much fun because I get to just like really lean into the style, and I really get to have fun with that kind of stuff. And then let me see, doodles. This is mostly gonna be just TikToks, right? Yeah, this is mostly TikToks. Okay, I also have a TikTok, which I post a lot of Hades and other fun stuff up on there. Okay, let's see, do I have any? Yeah, I do have Arcane. This is also mostly TikToks though, right? Oh yeah, so there's... This one was a lot of fun. This is Arcane picture I drew. I guess, trippy warning, it's a little bit like I messed with some of the image, like, line art layer to make it, like, kind of, just, like, iridescent almost kind of thing, psychedelic kind of effect. So a lot of fun with that. Anyway, that's all to say, I also love Arcane, and I love all of these fun, cool things that have been coming out that do lots of interesting styles and stuff. Yeah, I love dramatic shadows, I love all that kind of stuff. Yeah, Jinx my favorite. Yeah, no, I think I love all the characters in Arcane, but I think, like, Jinx is probably one of my favorites, because she's so just, like, she's so damaged, but she so wants to feel loved and feel accepted, and it's just, like, ugh, and she sees any kind of, like, slight, or she sees any kind of, like, rejection as it being a slight to her, because that's the only way she's been shown love up until this point, is to be very, like, transactional with it. Oh, I'm getting a call from my sister. 1 second, I will be right back.
Two's company, we're limited. In the end, we lay in the end. I seen the end before the beginning, but I began anyway. I began. 'Cause all it took was a love.
Okay, hello. We are back. Okay, so sorry about that. We had a minor emergency with my sister. They forgot their card at home. Okay, let's see. Let me get this set back up because it is not. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay. Back to line arting. Thank you guys for waiting around, by the way. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I don't get a lot of people watching my stream, so I appreciate both you guys so much. Both you people so much. Sorry, I'm trying not to use so much heavily gendered language, but I'm so used to saying bro and guys and stuff like that, especially with myself being like bi gender. I'm just like, I typically don't care about being called bro and stuff like that. But anyway. Whoops, right. Okay. Let's see, we got... Thank you, I appreciate y'all. Okay, let's see. Put a little heavier shadow up here. Yeah. Okay. And then they shade their hair a little bit. Yes, in like big chunks. So. Or like all black. Okay. That's the funny thing to me. I'm just like, okay, well, the style is so varied, but it's so like clearly done a certain way with certain motivations behind it. Okay. So I'm curious, both of you, did you just like browse the YouTube algorithm and find me, or is it like, did you find me from Twitter, or just curious? Oh yeah, so also another thing I love about using, oh, thank you! Yeah, so one of the things I also love about, doing, vector lines is that, so like if you have like, say you do a line and you're like, I want to make a straight line, and it's all kind of like a little bit wonky, you can highlight it and you can just move it around wherever you want. Oh, cool. Nice. Okay, so you can like highlight it or whatever, you can move it around, you can move around specific points, so you could like be like, okay, I want to straighten it out that way. Or you can go into editing, simplify vector line, and you can stroke over it and it will take away most of the other dots, and then you can just like straighten it out from there. So you get a much more controlled line, as it were. I owe my entire art career right now to vector lines. I am a shell out for vector lines. I don't know exactly how to say it without getting demonetized. Ha! Okay, let's see. Okay, so we got that. It's so funny. I was kind of expecting to just get a little bit of work done on this, but I'm actually getting quite a bit of work done on this. I was expecting to spend more time on the design aspect of it, but I'm also lazy when it comes to designing, so I guess that's why. Yes, take all the juicy line art tips. Thank you, I appreciate it. It's gonna be fun to color, I think, because like I was saying earlier, my art style, line art wise, is really quite similar, so I don't have to like worry too much about like matching stylistically line art and stuff. But my coloring style is vastly different, or at least I tend to flat and like maybe do some like soft rendering, but not a lot of like this kind of interesting, almost cell shady, but with lots of specular light and lots of other like things going on that make it more interesting to look at. Okay, let's see. Yes. Okay. And then so, do you guys play Hades, or do you guys like Hades, or are you just kind of like in the like fandom or any of that kind of stuff? Or did you just kind of like see the video and be like, oh, that just kind of looks interesting, and just join in? Because I love Hades. I have played it like probably 80-90 times to get to where I got in the actual like to the kind of end of it or whatever. Aw. Yeah, no, so I don't know how much you know about the game, but it's got like so many different ways to play it and stuff. It's so fun. And I've done several like fan projects for it because they actually allow you to do fan projects, which are really fun. They actually have unlike most places, they have an actual stance on fan art being sold. So we made this book, Lifeblood, which I think was really fun. No, the soundtrack slaps. Soundtrack goes so hard. If I wouldn't get my video demonetized, I'd be playing that instead. Because I don't... Not that I don't like this music. It's alright. Yeah. So that was it was an anthology, comic anthology. And it's got tons of different artists in it. I think it was like 38 creators in the end working on it. And we all made different comics and stuff based off of Hades. And it turned into this like massive like tome of a fan anthology. I don't typically like using the term zine for most of these projects because zines, in my opinion, are more like the, staple bound, Xeroxed, whatever kind of style projects. And I think a lot of these are more like elaborate than that. So I typically call them like fan anthologies or projects or whatever. It's a lot of fun, and it's nice to for once be able to do this and not like have to worry about copyright issues. Even though we still get people who are like, "Don't you feel bad making this thing?" And I'm like, "No, I don't, because they told me I could. So back off, We still get some haters, but we're having fun and we're doing our thing, Okay, let's draw this hand. Hands can be so fun, but hands can also be such a pain. That looks like a hand. Yeah, no, it really is nice. Especially because it's like there's certain things that'll be like, don't like, and I get it why they would be like that, but they'd be like, don't make merch of our thing. And you're like, okay, cool, but where's your official merch? And they don't make any official merch, and you're like, then why are you, what? Why are you? So it's like, because there's certain games and stuff like that that'll just be like, don't make merch, and you're like, okay, cool, I'll respect that. I understand that. I understand why you would want to stop people from making merch off of what you're trying to make money off of already. But at least make some decent merch. Hire some of those fans. Do something. Like, come on, we're chomping at the bit for it, I don't know if I like this hand. Get the point of this hand, but I don't know if I like it. Let me put another layer. I feel like he needs bigger, more yaoi hands, because like, look how big his hands are. Also, I feel like, oh, he needs pointed nails. Okay, that's also something. Like, look at how massive his hands are. Like, my hand, I have big hands, and like, oh my goodness, his hands are like bigger than his face. Okay, gotta draw bigger hands. Anyway, but yeah, no, you were so right about the Good Riddance duet. like, oh my goodness, all of the songs with lyrics in them make me cry. Like the Good Riddance duet and In the Blood. Oh my goodness, In the Blood. Oof. That one gets me. That one gets me real good. Okay, see, that's better. We gotta draw slightly more refined fingers. That feel when you're an artist and you've got those pointy fingernails and you can't draw worth crap because you've got pointy fingernails. I've always tried to get nailed every once in a while, and it's just like, it gets in the way of everything, and I'm like, no, but I want cool pointy fingernails. Ugh. Eraser. Okay, I'll just do the 3 together and the 1 apart. That's always a good formula. There's all people talk about having hand drawing formulas, and one of the really good ones to draw is when you're drawing a really simple hand even, is draw like a mitt. Make that your 3 fingers. And then draw a single finger breaking away from that. There you go, you got a hand. Very simple, very stupid looking, but it's a hand. And so a lot of times you want to simplify your shapes, so I've drawn them together like this. And I can have one that kind of breaks away. Joint. Now is that too big? I can't tell if that's too big now. Oh my goodness. I've never been good at drawing hands proportionally. It's always been the bane of my existence. Hands and heads. Yeah, okay, let's hit her. Let's see. Yeah, let's add. Let's add a little bit of pizzazz, because Zeus and Ares both have these little guys in their hair, so might as well. Something like that. Is that terrible? You know, I'll get rid of that for now, and then if I want to add it back in, I'll add it back in later. Okay. So my sister wants to do for dinner, we found a recipe for some stir-fry kimchi chicken, because we have a buttload of kimchi in our fridge from our last roommates, and none of us really, we don't not eat kimchi, but we don't really eat kimchi on the regular. And so we're like, okay, trying to figure out what to do with this, and the recipe was just like some like really healthy kind of style recipe, and it was just like asking for these really strange ingredients. We're just like, what in the world? And we're like, oh, it's because it's a healthy recipe. I see. So anyway, we're gonna adapt and make it not healthy anymore. Who needs healthy food? Yeah. No, I love like sundubu jjigae. I love like so that's like a soft tofu stew. Let me stop. I'm hopping over to. Okay, that's a different post. Okay. Anyway, like it's a soft tofu stew and it uses soon tofu, which is like extra soft tofu. It's delicious and it uses a butt ton of kimchi and kimchi juice in it. So it's like not like horribly spicy because you thin it out with other ingredients and stuff. Let's see. That looks fun. I like that. Let's. Oh yeah, another fun tip when you're using you can thin out lines super easy with vector lines. You just turn on the adjust line width and you can thin or thicken. Super easy. Yeah, you guys should look it up. Sundubu jjigae. It's fantastic. It's also super easy to make if you don't mind not using like bonito broth or whatever. Because you can also make like vegetarian and vegan versions of it, I think, pretty easy. But yeah, no, it's so good. Okay. I like seafood a lot though. My favorite's always seafood. Oh yes, here, let me type it in chat. So it's soon is the soon type of tofu, dubu being tofu, jjigae being soup, so it literally translates to soft tofu stew. But it is so delicious and it's probably easier to find when you search it up as sundubu jjigae. Just because it's since it's a Korean recipe, you'll find more actual Korean dishes when you look it up with the untranslated version. I don't know how to write it in Korean. I don't know that much Korean. But no, it's so funny though, because it's like unlike Japanese and Chinese like characters, Korean was specifically made to be like the layman's language. So like it's like I've had friends in high school who learned how to write in Korean in like a day. And like you need to learn vocabulary, of course, but to actually know how to write it and actually read the characters and stuff like that only takes about a day because you only need to learn the structural bits and then you can just piece it together. Yeah, right? Now my question is, do I want to put gems or anything on these, like, joints? Maybe? Okay, something like that. It's funny though, because it's like with the amount of times I've shortcuts I've learned from using the vector line tools or whatever, my line art has actually gotten much lazier and like much more like like shakier, because I can just refine the lines easily enough. Like I used to be able to draw with just like a single line all my stuff, and like, because that's one of the things you want to do when you're lining, because it's really easy to fall into like doing this for lines, which if you want that kind of rough effect, that's one thing. Like I do that like here, and I do that here, and I do that in just different little spots where you want that those extra strokes in there. But if you want an actual smooth line, you should probably just do it in one stroke. But my one stroke has gotten much rougher over the years. Granted, I'm always comparing myself to myself in college, and it's not really fair because myself in college was just insane. I need to draw this palette. Get rid of that. Costume. Get rid of that stuff. Let's draw the easel, not the palette, easel. Okay, where'd I put my easel reference? There it is. Welcome, easel reference. Okay, Okay. Okay. See, and that's the other thing I like about using the like drawing a line and then correcting it or whatever, is that you can get a little bit more of like line variety. Like it's thinner up here and it's thicker down here a little bit, while still getting a straight line, just with a couple of corrections. But a couple more, like a lot of corrections. Okay. Something like that. Okay. Put his body back on there. No, let's finish these. Yeah.
I never thought I'd feel like this. Yeah. I never thought I'd feel like this. Ooh, never thought I could. I never thought I'd be on my shit. Be on my. I'm feeling myself in love like I should. No more struggling.
Okay. I hate when I double tap my pen and it just like turns into an eraser, and then it makes me unselect all the things I spent all this time selecting, and I'm just like, gosh dang it. Okay. I don't know if I mentioned, but, oh, no problem. You have a good one. Have a good night, and enjoy the rest of your day. Otherwise, if it's not night for you, I don't know exactly where you're located. But I'm glad you had fun, and thank you for chilling out with us. Okay, so debating on how much texture I want to draw into this versus how much I want to just do in the rendering section. Because they do some rendering. Let's see, what is wooden around here? Those are probably wooden. Those are supposed to be stiff, though. That's wooden, maybe. Okay, let's do some shading. Okay. Let's scale this down. Rid of those layers. That layer. Scale this down just a little bit. I don't like the tangent it was making. Okay. Whew. I'm getting tired. But I'm gonna try and finish this line art if nothing else. I'm trying to break up some of this line art because that's what it seems to do a lot in like these shapes. And like the wood parts, so like I want to emulate the wood texture in whatever way that they, or Gen, I guess, Gen Z, through. Okay. Now they look soft, like baguettes. I don't know if that's what I wanted. Okay, well, we're gonna go with it. Nope. Okay. Okay, so here's another arm. I don't know what I want to do with his arm per se, but maybe I'll make it reflective. So we started watching, my sister and I, we started watching this anime that we want to watch. The second episode just came out today, called Oshinoko. And I don't know if you've heard of it or seen it, but it is wild from start to finish in the first episode. And, or at least, like, it keeps making turns. Like, when you think it's like, oh, okay, I know how this is gonna go, and then it just suddenly pulls something out, and you're just like, what in the world just happened again? And it just keeps doing that again and again and again, and it's so good. But I don't want to spoil anything for you if you decide you want to watch it. But it's, like, about idols. And that's all I'm gonna tell you. But it's good. It's real good. Yeah, here, let me spell it for you so you know how to search it up. There you go. It's on, oh goodness, what's it called? The streaming service it's on is like cheap, but it's not free. But it's like, it's the same streaming service as Higurashi no Nakakoro ni, which my sister and I, we watched back a couple years ago because we were like feeling nostalgic over it. And that one's also wild, but that one's dark. That one's really dark. Because that one is about like an island where people keep dying and that kind of thing. And it's just, it's really good, but it's really dark. And, but it's on the same streaming service as that one, so. That easel, or the easel's fine, but that canvas is not in perspective, but I can't get myself to care. Woo. High Dive. That's the name of the streaming service. High Dive. I think that's it. Okay, let's see. What does this pal? Oh wait, there's no background. Frick. Okay, let's make another layer that is not. So close. So close!
You are an amazing ball of light, circling this heart you set alight. Open up, don't you know who you are? Electric, your eyes are filled with stars.
That. Okay, so I have his in the sketch, his hand up on top of this palette, or up on top of this canvas that's on the easel, but I don't know where to fit it anymore. Oops. Question for a test. Name at least 5 psychopath characters in media. Oh goodness. Okay. I would argue Hannibal Lecter and basically the entire cast of Higurashi no Kokoro ni. And then oh man. Let's see, what else? I can't think of things right now, but Higurashi should cover me for at least 4 of those, so I think I'm fine. Oh goodness. Okay, let's see. Let me put his hand here. Something like that. No. Yeah, I like it better there.
Left uncovered. I'm thinking about 4-leaf clovers. I've got composure. Silver coin, you hold me, turn me over right now.
Okay, let's see.
Forget about it. Watch as the breeze burns gold and smoke that you've stolen. Feels like it's my fortune that you're folding. I'm swimming with the sharks. I'm swimming with the sharks. I can't tell you apart from them. You can't tell either. We're
One more finger. Doing the same thing I did with the other one, where you break off one from the rest of them. Yeah, that works. Okay. Let's erase that. And then underneath here, whoops, not that. Erase all of this. Okay. Dexter. I still have another one. Okay. And
Should I ever tell them how I really feel? Should I ever tell them how I really feel? Should I ever tell them how I really feel? Should I ever tell them how I really feel?
I'm taking Spanish classes.
Should I ever tell them how I really
One day I will stream in Spanish. No, but the whole point of me taking Spanish classes is I have a relative who her entire family is like from Mexico. And so I want to be able to speak with that portion of my family because a lot of them don't speak much English, or at least a couple of them don't speak much English. And I want to be able to speak more with them. I'm trying to meet people halfway, you know? Anyway, but my Spanish classes are going well. That's good. Cool story. End of story. Sorry, I'm reaching that point in the stream where I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
swimming in sand? Take my hand, I wanna refocus. My son, my music, my impress.
Yeah. You have a good one. Have a good evening or day or whatever it is for you. I'm glad you had a good time. And thanks for sticking around. Okay. Just a couple more lines and then I'm done and then stream will be over.
Don't walk away from me. Don't
walk away from me. Don't walk away from me. Don't walk away from me.
So close to being done.
Don't walk away from me.
Okay.
Don't walk away from me. Don't walk away.
Sorry, we've reached that point in the stream where I'm just tired and we're done. And chatting is over. Finish just doing some more details on these.
Don't walk away from. Here we go.
Okay, and a little more shadowing. Shading. That's what that's called. Shadow drawing.
Don't walk away from me. Don't walk away from me. Don't walk away from me. Don't walk away from me.
Okay. So I think that's it for tonight. Let's see. Oh, okay. Streaming for about an hour and a half, 2 hours-ish. So I think we're gonna head out. But thank you for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Good night.
Don't walk away from. Here we go. Don't walk away from me. Don't walk away from me. Don't walk away from me. Don't walk away from me.
to run and hide, you can come inside. You're screaming our name, we're lost in the haze. Baby, tell me, are you entertained? You're saying my name, calling me insane. I'm running like a bullet to the brain, 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 brain. Welcome to the carnival, the freaks come out to play. Shut your eyes, hear the cries, your window games to play. Welcome to the carnival, you made a big mistake. You make us feel the freaks, so scared of how to run away. Why'd you pull the trigger? You won't find the light in the smoke and mirrors. You're screaming our name, we're lost in the haze. Baby, tell me, are you entertained? You're saying